Well, hello everybody. My name is Amaya Desire from Big Open Media. How are you doing today?
Good, thanks.
Good.
Good. It's nice to be here with you all. So first of all, congratulations on a new successful season. I just got familiar with the show, but you guys have been on for quite some time. I know Stefan and Annie have been there the longest, and Georgie, you're kind of new, correct? Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. So I have a few questions that I wrote down, so I'll just jump right in. Um, for this particular season, Stefan and Annie, I'll start with you both. Do you have a favorite episode?
Ooh,
Oh,
ooh, that's a
um,
toughie.
yeah, I do actually.
David's death was pretty
And
good.
say again, what?
David's death.
Well, yeah, David's death.
Yeah.
But I have to say, because I watched it the other night, and I absolutely adored working with the actress, Viva Bianca. And
Oh
I
yeah.
watched the episode, the well, it was two episodes. It was the episode before they got engaged, and then the episode where they did get engaged. Um, and I just loved it. I thought it was so remarkable. I thought we worked together. Beck's going to hate me saying that because it's supposed to be all about
She
her.
will.
What about you, Annie?
Oh, I think the whole David's death episodes, I think were handled really, really beautifully. It was really
Yeah, that
heartbreaking.
Hard
was.
question.
Yeah.
You were both phenomenal in it. Both of you were just heartbreaking,
Oh, and
just
Tack and
gorgeous. And
Mm.
Tack
Matt,
and Maddie and Timmy. Yeah.
everybody was
Yeah.
So that would
yeah.
be yours too, Georgie, then.
That would be one of my favorite. My favorite episode is one that is upcoming, which I can't talk about at all.
Okay,
But
okay,
it was
gotcha.
yeah, really really fun to film and really exciting. Yeah, David's death was probably my favorite. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So tell me, and well, Georgie, how is the onset chemistry since you're kind of new to the family? How do you feel the chemistry is working with everybody on set?
The um the ensemble the last year has been really, really close. Everyone is really, really tight knit, and
Hmm.
I mean, it has been like that. I was on for a couple years before we were cancelled, and then came back. And it's always been like a family, but I feel like this last year, the dynamic and the energy has been really, really special. And everyone's really close. So it as cliche as it sounds, it is a family. And I've felt that also with the crew, like the
Hmm.
cast and the crew are really connected and really bonded. So it's always like no matter where we are, what we're filming, it's always like a really fun time on set because everyone gets along. So it's great and really welcoming of new people. When I first started, I'd never acted before. I was terrified, working
Okay.
with all these people who had like been working for decades, and it was
Hmm.
so quickly I felt like I was just part of the furniture and friends with everyone. Everyone was really really welcoming. So
That's
yeah,
good.
it's a
Okay.
great place for new actors.
All right, awesome. Stefan and Annie, do you have any rituals that you do to prepare for a new season? Because I know that, obviously you have to get into character, but is there anything in particular that you do to get ready for something new for the new season?
Well, it's funny
Um,
because see when you're speaking of doing new seasson, but it's sort of we don't look at it as that.
we just don't
Um,
Hmm.
stop.
we just keep going. Yeah. So
Ah, okay.
there's no suddenly okay we're going to start a new season.
Yeah.
It's just back at work on
Yes.
Monday.
But I think that
Okay.
week, like every Friday, we get our new set of scripts, the new 5 episodes for the following week. And for me, my process is my folder. I think I've got a problem about
Digital.
stationery,
Uh,
because I love my scripts
yeah.
and I put the little tags on, and
Yeah.
I write it all out and I get the schedule, and then I've got, okay, Monday are these scenes. And so I've got a whole process that I do every weekend when I get
Okay.
my scenes ready for the following week, and just the studying kind of aspect of it.
Hmm.
There's a lot of homework, but
Yeah.
I really love it. I don't know.
Okay.
You love it too? Do you love
Yeah,
learning
no, it's it.
lines?
I got to say, as much
Yeah,
as you go, oh God, not another bunch of scripts,
yeah. It
but at the
never
same time,
ends.
but
Never
at the
ends.
same time, that's going through your head. You're also going, oh,
Oh,
another bunch of scripts,
yeah.
fantastic. What's
What's going to
inside?
happen
Yeah,
now? I know. I'm
I
always
know
so
it sounds,
excited
yeah,
to
it
read
sounds
them.
ridiculous, but yeah, even though sometimes
Yeah.
we've got an idea of what's coming up, it's still just really nice to see it in print. And I'm the same as Annie. We're
We're old
dinosaurs.
school.
We don't do digital
Yeah,
stuff.
some of the young ones you just do it on the iPads.
Yeah,
You've got to
Or
have
on
sometimes
the
you get to
pages.
phone.
have it in your
Got to have
hand.
pages. Got to
Oh
have a pen. Got
no.
to have
And I
Yeah.
marking.
think that because I kind of visualize the page, that's how I learn it. And so, even doing the scenes, I can see it, and I can see the notes that I've written for myself and stuff like that, which, yeah, it's not the same digital
No,
version.
yeah, I totally understand. I'm a paper person. I prefer the
Yeah.
paper versus the digital, even though I'm in the middle of the paper and digital, generations. But I totally get it. I totally get it. What about you, Georgie? Anything particular?
Um, I mine's very similar to Annie. I like to organize. I also have a folder, and I have my own kind of like
Your system.
way of, yeah, my system, which is I much better at memorizing lines if I'm like highlighting them and like annotating them and things like that. And organizing them in like chronological order. And then I also have this little book that I just kind of like write out the continuity of the day and kind of
Hmm.
work out what Mackenzie's doing each day just to get it like in my head,
Okay.
like a little schedule. Um, um, yeah, I think that's it. And then getting into character. I mean,
Let's
I
get
feel like a
into
bad actor saying I don't do much to get into character. I just kind of like I do it, I suppose. But
Yeah.
yeah, just being around everyone and being immersed in it is does a lot
Okay.
of that work for you. Yeah.
Gotcha. Is there anything in particular, like a episode or a scene that you think that the audience is really going to be in touch with or connected to this season or this, as you can guys continue on? Georgie, I'll start back with you.
Um, Something the audience will really be connected to. I think there's an episode that aired, I think this week, where with my character and her partner has where they've spent the last few months in this really rocky place. He kind of betrayed her. She accidentally ran him over with a car, accidentally. They've
Accidentally.
been through it. It's been a tough time for them, and they finally kind of like click back into place this week. And there's this really lovely scene where he gives her, no, she gives him a necklace, and she has one for her too. It's like a matching necklace, and it was really sweet. And I loved shooting it with Shiv, who plays Has. And I really hope the audience responds to that well, and
Okay.
it's an emotional moment for them because like we've spent so many months like investing in their relationship, and then it's just kind of crumbled, and they've clawed their way back to a place where they can be together again. So I hope
Right.
that's something that the audience resonates with.
Okay. Stefan, Annie,
Me?
anything in particular that you think really is going to stand out to the
Yeah,
audience?
yes. Look, I just think in general, I'm very lucky to have fabulous actors who play my children. And I just think in general, the dynamics within the Harris Stone household
Mhm.
would resonate with viewers. Nicolette and Byron, they're fantastic. They play siblings really, really well. And yeah, we have a really great working relationship together as
Okay.
mother and the two kids. So yes, hopefully that
I'm sure
resonates
that's helpful.
with the
Okay.
audience.
That's
Yeah.
helpful.
Very I think just overall the show is very relatable for so many people. We get a lot of mail or online mail just saying, oh,
Great.
I'm so pleased that you presented such a storyline because I related to it because I went through that myself, or you helped me go through this, or I was able to get over this because of such and such, or even the lighter stuff where people go, I just pissed myself laughing because that happened to my daughter last week,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. So it's very, very relatable in that essence, I think. But my character has a fake leg, a prosthetic leg.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that I was a little bit nervous when I first started with the leg, and until I spoke to amputees, people with prosthetic legs. And I mean, there was one
Right.
chap when we were actually filming the wedding, Therese and Paul's wedding up in Queensland, and there was a Paralympian who was staying in the same hotel, and I ended up having a great time with him and gave me his card and all that. And he said, "Listen, if you ever need any advice or help or anything like that, just give me a call." And it's you sort of that type of relating
Mm-hmm.
with someone because you think, oh, am I doing it right? Am I offending people? And he was like, "Mate, we're so pleased that you're doing this." Yeah.
Well, that's great. Thank you so much for your answers. It was a pleasure to interview you. And I wish you guys the best of luck, and I continue to watch to see what happens next because I'm excited. So thank you again.
Thank you.
No
Thank you so much.
All right, bye.
Bye.